So another comment on my last video, and I just wanted to talk about this for a second. Someone asked, how did you mess up your mouse pad? It's pretty simple. Here's the thing about the Shidenkai mouse pad from Artisan. All right, so you have, let's go to overhead. You have, I've been using, this is the Artisan Hien. And then I had them here, hold on. How'd I lose? Okay, so I keep all my mouse pad boxes. It's just good for transporting them. But here's the box for the Hien. And then here is, they come flat, they don't come rolled up. Here is the box for the, or more like container for the Shidenkai. Let me take it out real quick. So, they were asking, man, how did you, let me move this out of the way. How did you mess this thing up? It's pretty easy. If you look, these are the same size. These are the large. So if you wondered what a large looks like, it's about this big. Compared to your mouse, there's lots of room here. But if you had a larger desk, you could go for an extra large, just more money. But they were asking here, zoom in. How did I get these little marks? And this must be a part of the lens. I see a little piece of dust. How do I get these little marks on my mouse pad? And they're about this size compared to my mouse. How did I get this mark and these marks? And the truth be told, when you play on your mouse pad a lot, I probably play between 10 and 30 hours a week, which is a large range, but 15 and 25 hours a week on my mouse pad. So that averages out to just around 3 hours a day on these mouse pads, whether it just be even more than that, whether it just be like gaming, probably play like 2 hours a day at least, and then like just other things like school and everything else on these mouse pads. So the big issue with the Shidenkai is using it daily is that sometimes, especially if you set your nail on the mouse pad, like this pinky nail right here, I don't know, it's really hard to see. Do you see how I grip my mouse and my pinky nail kind of rests on the bottom? One day my pinky nail was too long and it hit my mouse pad right here. And when I lifted it up like this or something, and it got caught and it made this little indent, which is kind of smoothed out now. But as you can still see, there's a definite indent here. There's some definite stuff going on with the mouse pad. And these ones down here look to be probably from the bottom of this mouse, this bottom edge. I just gets pressed in. Maybe I did something like this. Maybe I like had a weird put down. But yeah, this mouse pad gets beaten up pretty easily, and it costs like $75. Now going to the Hien, going to this mouse pad, it's a much more durable material. People ask about the difference between the way these feel. This one was a lot slower than I thought. Let me go zoom out here again. This one was a lot slower than I thought it was going to be. More similar to something like a QCK, whereas this one is a lot faster. If you can see, like, doing the little spin test here, it spins really easily to the point where if I were to like touch my mouse accidentally and smack it, it could go everywhere. But the Hien, it's more like a QCK where if I bump it accidentally, it's not going to fly like 5 inches from my mouse. This one is going to, from my hand at least, my mouse just goes flying on this one if I made an accidental error. And the reason I switched to this one is for one, the durability. And the other reason is I wanted to start playing like CS and stuff a little bit more. And then I started playing Apex with it again. I was like, dang, this thing is nice. So I have both now. And some days I want to be on the faster pad. But more often than not, a little bit more control is better. The glides on this pad with the Tiger Ice skates and stuff like that are really fast on the Shidenkai. But you can wreck your mouse pad really, really easily. That kind of scared me. I'd rather use something like this as a daily driven mouse pad. If not even, I'd almost rather have a cloth pad that I put over this, like a really soft daily pad that I put over this, and then that I would just pull this pad out when it was time to game. That way I would protect like my wrist and protect the just the whole hand feel. It would feel really nice and soft, or even just a hard pad, and just put this on when it's time to game, just because it would be nice to protect my wrist a little bit more. This is really abrasive, and when you game for long periods on it, I know people say they get used to it, but whatever. So that's kind of things to be wary for. Otherwise, I like both. I really like the speed of this one. I just wish it wasn't so easy to break and non-durable. I definitely see why people like stay away from it. And honestly, if you're the person to slam your desk, you shouldn't be getting this pad. This pad, you will fuck it up, and you'll be getting a new one within a month. Honestly, I used this one for about 3 months, and I've used this one for the last month or so, or maybe a little bit less. But definitely see why people always have the G Pro X and the Hien. It's great. Good combo. I really like this one. People get skypads too, but dude, imagine slamming your desk and you just slam a piece of glass, man. Like it's gonna be freaking brutal. Anyways, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about. Yeah, see ya.